Fine. So in the last session, we tested required setups for P2P. To test the P2P cycle, what are the setups required? All setups we completed, including the role assignment. Also, we have set requisition preferences for our BU. Now, we'll see how to create the requisition and PO invoice creation. So go to navigator. Within the navigator, go to procurement. Under procurement, here is the task called as purchase requisitions. Click on purchase requisitions task. To create the new requisition, click on more tasks drop down and select enter requisition line. You may enter one line or multiple lines. You can create the requisition. Okay, with one requisition line or multiple requisition lines, we'll be able to create the requisition. Navigation is under procurement. Select task called as purchase requisitions. Click on drop down and select enter requisition line. So as a part of requisition line, we are going to provide item information and quantity, price, etc. Here, provide item. So we created item and the item we assigned to our inventory organization. The item prefix we given as alt inc. Given alt inc, right? We'll go back and check. I guess we given item prefix. Go to item classes. Manage item classes. Alt inc item class. Open the alt inc item class. Under item management, yes, we given alt inc as a prefix. This is the number for item. Same item we assign to or inventory organization also. We'll go and check product information management. From this page we created item. Now we are going to review the same item details. Go to manage items. Select item class as alt inc item class. We given description as a MacBook. Check. Yeah. Item created. Alt inc. Think within this environment, they have set some approvals and all. So it is not straightforward in this environment. Some approvals and all they build for that items in this instance. Okay, fine, let it be. We are ready with the setups. Okay, I'll just look into that. Then we will proceed with these topics. Okay, so just make a note. We are ready with the setups. Process we will test maybe in another session. Okay, from inventory side, some additional configuration was done. So again, that approvals and all they implemented. You have to look into that. Fine. Okay. We'll pick other topics and we'll proceed. Just we completed P2P setups. Process will test maybe in another session. I'll just look into those points to fix those. And here we have to understand from where we can write the SQL query. From where we can write the SQL query in case of cloud. If you want to write SQL query in the cloud environment, go to Navigator, Tools, under Tools, the task name is Reports and Analytics. Click on Reports and Analytics. And click on Browse Catalog. To write the SQL query, go to Create menu. Under Create menu, just here, under Published Reporting, we have a task called as Data Model. Click on Data Model. Under Diagram, click on drop down, select SQL query. Give the name AP invoice query. Data source. You want to fetch the data from which data source? Select application DB FSCM. F stands for finance, SCM supply chain management, and relevant applications. If you want to fetch the data related with CMR, CRM, these are the schemas you can use. We call as a database schemas. FSCM means finance, SCM, and other relevant applications, including PPM and other applications. Select data source as FSCM, and here you can write SQL query. So as I mentioned, if you don't know the basic SQL, you may spend 1 hour time to learn the basics of SQL. You can search in the YouTube Oracle SQL select statements. But just for our information purpose, I'll write one query here. Okay. Let's go to Google. Here search for finance related tables. Oracle Fusion financials tables. Tables and views. Okay, the tables and views are available from Oracle OER itself, Oracle Enterprise Repository, from where we downloaded supplier and invoice related templates. So Oracle Fusion Financials, tables and views. So table means where data can be stored. View means just to view the data. Say in one table, there may be 200 columns. But most of the time, which columns data we want to view, accordingly Oracle created views. Okay, ideally data would get stored in the table. Directly you can query the table and you can see the data which is available in the table. If you think In the table, we have lot many columns. Then you can query view. Through view, we can see the data in the same table with the limited columns. The table, invoice table may have a 200 columns, but invoice related view may have 50 columns access. So if you want to see everything, you can go to table. If you want to see limited columns which are available as per view, you can go to views. Okay, click on financials, tables and views. For all the application, Oracle is providing the tables and views. You could see here and go to payables. So payables. Tables are view. Anything is fine. Table will have all the columns data. View will have a data access to limited, which are frequently just used for any reference or any just kind of review purposes. Now expand tables. So many tables are available in the payables. If you compare with EBS, almost same table names Oracle moved from EBS to Fusion. So when you talk about invoice, here we can see invoice related tables, which you see as AP invoices all, AP invoice lines distributions. Yes. So AP invoices all. Within the table, our invoice header information will be stored and invoice line information will be stored in the separate table. Here is the table. AP invoices, AP invoice lines all. Here invoice line information will be stored. The AP invoice distributions all. The distribution information, invoice distribution information will be stored. But just to understand the query, let's pick AP invoices all. Select AP invoices all. The right side you can read about the table. It is something like technical reference. So what is the purpose of this table? What are the kind of primary keys we have within the table? And you can see here primary key here and what are the columns we have in the table, whether that is a table or view. That is a table only. We selected tables and these are the different columns which are available in the table. Okay. These many columns we have. If you go to view, we'll have a limited columns. Now take few columns to write the simple SQL query to understand. Maybe you want to see invoice amount. I'm just collecting few columns. Invoice amount, invoice number, and maybe invoice date. So where we have these columns, in the AP invoices all table. If you know basic SQL, you can write the SQL statement. So very simple. You can say select. Select is nothing but show. Show invoice amount, invoice number, comma, invoice date from this table, from AP invoices all. Select invoice amount, invoice number, invoice date from AP invoices all. Or else you can change this arrangement. Okay, select invoice number, invoice date, invoice amount from AP invoices all. So this is a page to understand from where we can write the SQL queries or say SQL statements. If you click on OK, it will execute the query. Select invoice number, invoice date, invoice.
Star.
Here a comma is additional, remove that. Okay. So star and all, if you want to see all the columns, you can instead of giving all these columns, you have to give the star. Star means all the columns. Select star from AP invoices all. That is the meaning. I don't want to see all. I want to see only these three. I just give an additional comma here. That is the reason it was not fetching. Now it will fetch. Say okay. Now you can go to data. Click on view. It will display 5 records. Go to table view. So these are the invoices. Okay. So these are the invoices. And if you want to see more, click on view. Please go on mute. Somebody unmuted. So this is how you can view further. You can just create report. You can save it. That's how it. This is a completely technical job. The BA consultant, technical consultant can create the BA report. Reality, this is a BA report. Okay, this is a BA report creation page. Just to aware, like from where we can write SQL queries. So to understand that we are here. Okay. So that is a navigation and you can write any SQL query. If you know basic SQL, you can write the queries and you can fetch the data from any table, any columns related data. If it's a tree view, you can select to table view. So invoice number, invoice date, and invoice amount. So that's how you can view. The other
Uh,
point here, OTBI.
Sir, one question here.
Yeah, please.
When we see the tables, there are the same table name is coming again with underscore, right? What is the difference?
These are the columns.
No, not here. In the list, in the table list,
Okay,
we
okay.
have.
There, okay, I got it. Those different tables they are giving with the different purposes. The one is the primary, the other tables auditing purpose and other purposes. See here we have same
Mhm,
name, AP invoices all. Next we have
mhm.
underscore, right?
Yeah.
This is for audit purpose. You just click on it and you read it. Okay,
Oh,
AP invoice all contains records of invoices. Okay, and the AP invoices all underscore E is the audit table for AP invoice. Means within this table, what are the different actions you are doing, when you are storing, when you are updating, when you are modifying this and that, all that this table relevant information will get stored in this AP invoices all. Okay, the AP invoices all. The audit information. Audit information means audit logs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what actions we are performing on this table. Anyway, the invoices what you are creating all will get stored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, apart from that, the actions what you are performing for audit purpose, that additional information can be stored in those tables. That's all.
Okay. And sir, one more thing, like if we are saving any AP invoice, so I mean, relevant part of information will go in relevant table, right? For
Correct.
example, if we are
Yeah, got it,
if we
got
are
it.
added
I got your
distribution.
point. Tell me your question.
Yeah, I mean, for example, if we are adding distribution, so it will go in distribution table, right? It
Correct.
will not come in AP invoice all.
No. AP invoice all. That's what I mentioned, right? AP invoice is for header
Mm-hmm.
information. For line
Mm-hmm.
information, you have a AP invoice lines all. Okay. For
Okay,
distribution,
okay,
you have AP invoices distribution all. By seeing the table name, you can understand what data will get stored in what. See here. Mostly
yes.
self-explanatory naming
Mm-hmm.
convention they given. Okay. By
Yeah,
seeing, you can understand.
okay, sir.
Yeah, fine. So that's what we have to
Uh,
understand when you talk about.
Lakshman, I also have a question here.
Yeah.
So at the top, like top right corner, we have this option create report. Is this the option that we have to create if we want to have a custom report created?
Correct. The BA report. BA report.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That is job of technical consultants. Okay. So they create. We are here just to understand from where we can write SQL query. That's it.
Okay.
Right. The other point is OTBI reports. OTBI reports, even we can create, no coding is required. If you want to create the BA reports, we have to write SQL queries and we can create the BA reports. To create the OTBI reports, we no need to do any programming and all. It's very straightforward. What Oracle is doing is Oracle is providing the subject areas. By using the subject areas, we'll be able to create the OTBI report. Now just we'll go and create it. Take the same navigation here, same navigation. Let's repeat this. Go to tools, okay, reports and analytics. And here, go to click on drop down. Instead of selecting report, select analysis. Click on analysis, or else from this page, this tab also we can navigate. Multiple ways you can navigate. Select analysis. So it will list out all the subject areas. What Oracle is doing is this OTBI. Here BI means business intelligence. BI means business intelligence reports. OTBI means Oracle transactional business intelligence. Okay. So what are the transactions you are recording in the system? That analytics, business analytics, you will be able to see. Again, it is online. You can generate, you can create OTBI report. And if you go and create invoice on the fly without taking time, immediately that will be reflected in this report, or you can call it as analysis. So two options we have. One is we can try from here. Yeah, it's opening. Otherwise, we can try from here also. Yeah. So these all we call as subject areas. So Oracle is providing predefined subject areas. Oracle is providing predefined subject areas. By using this predefined subject areas, we'll be able to create the report. Now just look at the subject area. Say we want to create one report based on the payable subject area. So go to relevant subject area. Which subject areas are ending with the real time? Those only you can use for reporting. See, these subject areas ending with real time. Suffix is real time. Those you can use for OTBI reporting. The subject areas which are not ending with a real time, those you cannot use for reporting purpose. Those doesn't fetch any real time data. Just look for payables. From here you can search if you want to search. So here we have a subject area related to payables. Multiple subject areas we have. Payables, invoices, installments, real time, prepayments, transactions, and trial balance, withholding, disbursements, payments, payment history. These are the different subject areas. So if these subject areas, based on these subject areas, if you are able to create report, okay, or else if these subject areas are not okay as per our requirement, we have to ask the technical consultant to create the report through BA. We ask the technical consultant to create the BA report. First, you can try with the OTBI. If it doesn't support, you can ask the technical consultant to prepare BA reports. I'm selecting one of the subject area called as payables, invoices, transactions, real time. Enable and click on continue. Here is the subject area, whatever we selected. Now expand the subject area. Expand. So within the subject area, what are the folders we see? Those we call as the dimensions. So we have a subject area. Within the subject area, these all we call as the dimensions. Okay, different dimensions. Within the dimensions, you can have a columns and select those columns how you want to view the data. So I'm expanding business unit dimension and select business unit name here. Okay, select business unit name, select. And collapse. And I want to select few the other attributes or columns. So invoice details, expand general information. From here we'll pick invoice number. We have invoice number in this list. Look for invoice number. Invoice number. Select and click on add column. So we need invoice date also, select, click on add column. Collapse. Expand invoice amounts. Select invoice amount column. And you may select few more columns. Select supplier related columns. Expand suppliers folder or call it as dimension. And select supplier name column. We'll go and select supplier site. Expand supplier site dimension. Just wait for a while, it's taking time. Here is the supplier site name, select. So this is how you can select required columns from the specific dimension which is a part of subject area. Here we have only one subject area. If you want to add, see here we want to add few more columns, but those columns are not available in this subject area. You can add one more subject area here. Okay. Again, the same subject areas are available here. From here also you can add one more subject area. From that subject area, you may add additional columns. So from here, already we have one subject area. You may add one more subject area. This you can select and say, okay, it will be added here. So now we selected one subject area and we selected few columns. Just click on next, give the name. So more than calling it as a report, you can call it as analysis. We'll be analyzing the data. Say Alt I and say invoice, data report, or anything. And select how the data need to be displayed in the form of table. If you want to represent this data with a graphical representation, you can select which graph you require. So ideally, graph is not required here, set to none. And click on next. These are the columns we selected to generate the report output. And I want to keep business unit name as a prompt. I should be able to filter the business units. So this user got access to how many BUs. For how many BUs we assign to this user, those BUs only you can see. Reality, we assigned only one. But in voice creation time, we are able to see many. But report point of view, how many business units we assign to this user roles, those BUs only this user can get access to run the reports. Now here we have a table layout. Within that, these are the columns, and we have additional layout options. Expand it. Prompt for. We'll select business unit as a prompt so that we'll be able to filter the data based on the business units for how many BUs this user got access. So select business unit name. Please go on mute. Please select business unit name. Click on drop down. We are moving to prompt for. So it will become prompt for the data which system is going to display. Now click on next. Click on next. Okay. Just click on next to save this report. Say Alt-I-N-C. Voice report. Same, you can take a description where you want to save this report. My folder, whatever you place in the my folders, the data can be accessed by only this user. It's a local. Shared folders, if you place anything in the shared folder, any user can access the data. Let's place this in the shared folders. Okay. Shared within the custom folder I am saving. Submit. Say okay. Now you can click on browse catalog. Just click on browse catalog and select home. And here we have a analytics. From here also you can navigate and you can create whatever we created just now. So from here also you can do that. So this is another option. From here also you can just prepare the same. Okay, these are the subject areas. You can select subject area and you can create from here also. Fine. Now, so whatever we created, okay, here what we can do is go to home, click on dashboard, just click on dashboard. So whatever we created, okay, whatever we created, those will be displayed here. Okay. It may take some time. Ideally, that whatever we created, it will be displayed here. And apart from that, if you want to see, you can go to catalog. And we saved in the shared folder. In the shared folder, that to custom. Select custom folder. If anything we create as a new, ideally we save in the custom folder. The custom folder, you can have a subfolders also. The respective subfolder you can save, but we save directly within the custom only. So you can see here, we selected custom folder. What are the report we created or analysis we created that you could see from here. You see Alt I and C invoice report. To view the data, click on open. Just click on open to run this report or to run this analysis. So here is the business unit name as a prompt. This user got access to only one BU through role assignment. That is the reason only this BU data we can see. So these are the invoices. And you can just add logo and you can do the required changes. Just click on edit view. You can just add logo. And subtitle and all you can add. So done. And even for this columns also you can apply the colors, font, all the, you can format all this data. Just click on edit view. So we have a greater flexibility with the BI reports. Okay, OTBI just what are the subject areas Oracle is providing, you can use. If you need certain column, if the column is not available, we cannot do anything. We cannot customize these subject areas. Okay, we cannot customize these subject areas. Whatever, however, Oracle is providing, if you want to use, you can use. More than that, you cannot do anything. So if you want to create the mostly custom report, we use BI. If you are able to pull the data based on the OTBA related, subject area related columns, you can do that. But mostly the customized reports we create by using BI only. With the OTBA also we can create like this. You can select columns and you can prepare. Now, so if you want to apply the colors, if you want to format this, yes, we can do. So say for example, invoice amount column. Click on gear icon, select column properties, and you can change that font for the data which is being displayed within this invoice amount. Okay, font and colors you can apply for the text, and all like you can set background colors. And this is all like font size, font color, all these some effects, all you can apply how you require, just how you want to see the data. That's how you can do here. The same way supplier site name. So whatever applicable, just you can just do mostly everything you can set from the style. So if you want to set the borders for that column related, you can set orange border color you can apply. So this is how you can just update how you want to view this data through OTBA. Okay, no coding and all. So only in case of BI we write the coding. In OTBA just you have to select the just subject areas. OTBA Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence. BI means business intelligence. The transactional data you can see without writing any coding. With the BI you have to write SQL query. That should be done by technical consultant. OTBI being a functional consultant, yes, we can do that. That's what we have to understand from those two. BI we don't create, but just to understand from where we can write SQL query. Just it's all about navigating. That is the point. Here BA reports we can create.
Prompt means parameter information.
Correct, kind of parameter here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So payment formats we have seen. We just at the time of bank account creation, we used payment format as a standard check format. We go to bank account. See whatever format Oracle is providing, that format we used. Okay, that format we used. Go to bank accounts. Manage bank accounts. Edit. And here we use format called as standard check. User standard check format. This is Oracle provided format. It's a seeded. Reality, we don't use this seeded. Okay, the format need to be customized by technical consultant. So where technical consultant can find the format and how those can be customized. We'll see that. So to get access to get full access to those formats, what we have to do is we have to use instance URL slash XMLP server. XMLP stands for publishers server. XML publisher server. We have to get access. Without taking this nav route, directly we can go with this navigation also. Reports and analytics also you can take, but you will not get full access. You will not get full access. Limited access we will get. Certain actions we cannot perform. That is the reason always you follow this URL. Okay, instance URL slash XMLP server. Enter in the lowercase only. XML publisher server. Enter. Will be landing in this page. Now go to catalog. Same page, whatever earlier we navigated through catalog and all, but additional privileges we'll have. Here, what technical consultant will do is, what technical consultant will do, we are discussing first. Once technical consultant performs some action, then we create the formats. We'll see. So here, they go to financials. Under financials, they go to payments because they need payment formats, payment format related templates. So here is the format related template, disbursement payment file formats. Okay. Here, if you click on more, you can find customized option. If you follow the navigation like tools, reports, analytics, and if you come to this page, you don't find customized option here. You have to use instance URL slash XMLP server, then you will be able to select customize option. So what we are doing, this should be done by technical consultant. They just go to customize option for disbursement payment file format. It will display all the templates which are available in the instance which Oracle provided and which recently customized. Now they use seeded one of the seeded, and they modify. Search for standard check. This is the one we selected. Okay, with this standard check format is available that we selected. So what technical consultant will do is they'll just click on edit. They'll click on edit and they'll download this. It will be downloaded. Click on edit. It will be downloaded in the RTF format, and they will get, and our job is we get the check leaf from the client. Okay, we get the check, cancel check or void check we get from the client, and we'll give it to the technical consultant. The technical consultant will modify this by using the XML publisher. Okay, by using the XML publisher, they do the required modification, they do the alignment, where supplier name need to be printed, where amount need to be printed, okay, where amount need to be printed in invoice, and where check number need to be printed if they are printing the check number, also payment date. So all these details, this is the Oracle provided seeded template. This template they modify, okay, they modify the template. Okay, so save it. So save the desktop. Alt INC. Save it. They do the required modifications to this. They do the required modifications as per the physical check. The technical consultant will take the height, width of the check, and they do the required modifications. Okay, they do the required modifications. After doing the modification to this format template, this we call as XML template. So this template they'll upload into the instance. How to upload? The technical consultant will upload in the same page. Go to view a list and click on create and click on upload. Layout name is, so Alt INC, check layout. Browse that file, browse the template file, whatever we saved. Ideally, that should be done by technical consultant. Alt INC, check. So this should be like a technical consultant customized template for check printing. And select type as RTF template. You can see the extension RTF. In language, you select American English. So English United States. Upload. So now what we are doing is all should be done by technical consultant. They modify that part we are not doing, that is not our job. So that should be done by technical consultant. They get the check, okay. So they take all the measurements and they do the modification. Now click on view as a list. Here you can find whatever we loaded. And you can set the default output format also, PDF. Okay. PDF. When you just make the payment by using this template, system has to generate the PDF file and save it. Now, once technical people will keep this template ready, by using this template, we create the format. Okay, we create the format. That is our job. Format creation is our job. Before that, technical consultant should keep the template ready. Technical consultant should keep template ready. Go to task list, your navigator, setup and maintenance. Search for formats. So task name is manage formats. And here select disbursement payment file formats. Disbursement payment file formats. Click on create. You can give the name. Alt INC check. Here select the template. What is the template is ready from technical consultant? That template we have to select. Okay, Alt INC check layout. Say save and close. Now this format we need to assign at our bank account level as well as payment process profile level. We'll go and do it. Fine. Now go to bank account. So we are using the Mozilla browser because when you go to that documents and all, we have issue in other browsers. Go to bank accounts task, manage bank accounts. Account name is Alt INC corporate account. Click on edit, and here this we have to change. Click on edit, change to whatever we created. Alt INC check. Within this, we include a template which is designed by technical consultant to print the data properly on the check, which we are going to insert in the printer. The same format we need to associate to payment process profile. Manage payment process profiles. Here also we have a standard check format. Switch to Alt INC check format. This is a once technical consultant will customize, will change. During the initial implementation stages, we use the standard check only. So going forward, technical consultants will prepare the same, we will use it. So that's what we have to understand about payment format. Now, security profile. Here we are not going to do anything. We are trying to understand few points. In case of
Lakshman, here I have a question before
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, please.
So, if I want to do, suppose I have a Amex, okay, I want to do for EFT. So, can you tell me the steps how to do that? So, host payment for Amex. I want to do EFT or ACH.
Okay, in that case,
Any wire or any format, yeah.
Yeah. First point is you maintain supplier bank account. Okay.
Yes, that's fine, yeah.
Do you want me to touch that or not required?
No need. See, we
Not
already.
required. Okay, then okay, I got it.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah,
Payment format, how do we design? How
format technical consultant. See, our technical consultant will keep in touch with the bank and they take the format in which format they are expecting the data, payment data. Accordingly, now we have seen the format for template for check, right?
Yes.
In the same way, for electronic, they build one format.
Okay, XSL format they build it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what we have to do is, as a functional consultant, just we have to complete one key setup. That is a transmission configuration. So manage transmission configuration.
Okay.
Here you have to select. So we are going to send the file to bank, right? Payment
Yes,
file.
yes, correct.
Okay. So select secure file transfer protocol for static file name. Click
Okay.
on create, and here you provide the bank server IP,
Okay.
bank SFTP server port number. Okay, and they'll provide the login credentials for us. This is all like a technical consultant will get it. Okay,
Got it, Lakshmi.
here we'll provide so that the files will be routed to bank server. Based on that file, they will disperse the funds. And few other setups also technical people will do, like they do the payment setup. Okay, payment system configuration and all that setup also they complete and they do the mapping.
So the XSL format which we create for EFT format, that we need to select at the bank account level on the same format where we change
No. Here
standard.
primarily, one second. I am coming to that. So payment system. You have to set in the payment system, manage payment system. So here you just select here electronic fund transfer. You enable it. And here you have to select that format, whatever technical consultant will develop.
Okay.
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 Here we have to select. So whatever technical consultant developed that, say it's a Belgium EFT format. Yeah. And transmission protocol, we created the transmission format, right?
Yes, yes.
Whatever we selected, same here also, they will select. So this is the one, right?
Yes.
That's all.
So the same thing which we created here, we need to refer this in our bank account.
Yeah, no. I'll tell you. So the first one is transmission configuration. Second one is payment system.
Payment system.
The third one is payment process profile. Go to payment process profile. If you are processing electronically EFT payments, here select that format, Belgium EFT, and processing type is electronic. And go to payment system, whatever the payment system was created, that you select. Okay, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, got it, Lakshman. Thank you.
The rest like mapping and all technical people will take care. Once you make the payment, if supplier bank account is available at supplier level, that is a very important point, right? So to which
Yes.
account the bank need to remit the funds. So system will generate the file as per the technical consultant what they built. The file will be routed to bank server or as bank SFTP through SFTP connection, which is established by our technical consultants. Yep.
Yeah, Lakshman.
Yeah, these are the points.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. The other point, this is just for comparison purpose I mentioned. Okay, if somebody is from EBS background, they can just correlate. So in EBS, so the fusion business units in EBS we are calling as operating. Say you have OU1, OU2, OU3. Say you have one AP responsibility, like fusion roles in EBS we have a roles responsibility. Say AP responsibility. So by default, you can assign only one operating unit to one responsibility as per EBS by using MO operating unit profile option. By using MO operating unit profile option, we can assign one OU to one responsibility. But if you want to assign multiple operating units to single responsibility, what we have? By grouping all these operating units, you can create the security profile. This security profile you can assign to responsibility. One second. You can assign this security profile to this responsibility so that all the OUs can be accessed by this responsibility. For that, we use MO security profile option. By using this profile option, you can assign security profile to responsibility instead of assigning only one operating unit to this responsibility by using this profile option. So in EBS, we have to create the security profile. Otherwise, multiple OUs we cannot assign to single responsibility. But in the Fusion, without doing anything, we can achieve. How? You have a accounts payable manager role. So you can go to data access, you can select your user, Alt INC, select accounts payable manager and select your BU, Alt INC BU1. The same you can repeat. So no security profile you have to create here. Just again select the same user, again select the same role. Here select the name as BU2. So that's how it is easy. Okay. So in EBS we use security profile or we call as MOAC, multi-org access control. So in case of Fusion, that functionality is direct functionality. We don't need to build anything. Simple. Select user, select role, select any BU, or else select multiple BUs. Only multiple combinations we have to select. You don't need to group the BUs in case of Fusion application. So by using the data access, that flexibility we got. Okay. So that is a point we have to understand here. So that is the flexibility we have in case of Fusion applications. In case of EBS, we have to create security profile that we have to assign to responsibility by using MO security profile option. But here directly you can assign multiple BUs to specific user through role. So with a standard task called as data access for users. Okay. So that is a point we have to understand when you talk about, when you compare EBS security profile or MOAC, here it's inbuilt through user access you can provision. So these are the points we have to understand. SLA we covered. This is just point I thought of discussing, and the payment formats, OTBI, SPI, this is just query, and only like invoice creation based on the PO1 receipt. Okay, that I'll just look into that. I'll try to just fix it. Probably in the tomorrow session, we will complete the P2P cycle and we'll just pick the receivables application also if time permits in tomorrow session itself, or else we'll be able to complete the P2P different transaction. Hope we will be able to start with the receivables also the tomorrow session itself. Okay. So we done for today. If you have any questions, please.